tough. Like, Jack Doherty gets arrested for narcotics. Like, that's so tough. Like, I used to flip markers. Now I'm getting arrested for. That's so. Like, oh my God, I miss so bad. Like, no, I'm joking. But guys, I don't think you understand. Like, bro, that was the longest, most miserable 24 hours of my life. Like, I literally can't believe I'm out now, and I'm just so.
Jack Doherty really had people thinking Christmas showed up early when news broke that he got arrested, but nope. The celebration didn't last long. This dude walked out of jail after just 24 hours like nothing even happened. And instead of chilling out or learning anything from the mess he caused, he jumped right back into acting the same wild way that landed him behind bars in the first place. It's like he's allergic to staying out of trouble. And the way he moved after getting out was unreal. He didn't lay low, he didn't reflect, he didn't even pretend to be humbled for 1 second. This man actually threw on a shirt with his own mugshot printed across the front like it was some kind of trophy and strutted straight into a nightclub like he was headlining the place. Who does that after jail time? That alone tells you everything about where his head is at. But of course, it didn't stop there. He ended up getting into a fight at the club because apparently going one full day without chaos is impossible for him. And if that wasn't enough, he hopped on live stream right after and started bragging about substances he shouldn't even be talking about. He literally said, "But I'm free after 24 hours, I'm a free man, baby. Let's go." Like he just beat the biggest case of the century. The confidence is wild. At this point, it's not even a lack of self-awareness anymore. It's like he's running a masterclass on how to mess up your own future in real time. And the craziest part, he genuinely thinks he won just because he walked out of Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center after 1 day. Someone needs to remind him that acting like this only guarantees that the next time he's arrested, it won't be a quick 24-hour stay. It'll be the real deal, the kind that actually sticks. Jack Doherty walked out after posting that $3,500 bond, but instead of acting like someone facing felony drug charges and resisting arrest, he acted like nothing mattered at all. Any regular person would have gone home.
My bunkmate was like he looked like Dave. I'm like, dude, please don't hurt me like that. Like, why would they bunk me with a guy that looks like Dave? Like,
pulled his phone out like he was clocking into work. The second he got signal, he jumped straight onto that messy party app and started streaming like he didn't just spend a night in custody. He went on about how jail was the worst experience of his life and how he missed substances he shouldn't even be talking about. It was wild to watch him try to turn a 24-hour stay into some dramatic survival story like he was documenting a movie scene instead of a quick arrest. Then he started telling his audience about his bunkmate, saying the guy looked like Dave and acting like he was terrified 1 minute and some jail legend the next. He even tried to talk like he was running things in there, which is hilarious because everyone knows he didn't run anything. He was probably sitting quietly on a bench, avoiding eye contact, while his security guard waited outside checking the time until he got released. But Jack couldn't just stop there. He started describing the standard intake process and tried to turn it into some dramatic moment just to get reactions on stream. He complained about the routine procedures and tried to make it sound wild just for shock value, acting like he went through something extreme when in reality he was barely there long enough to finish a full meal. This man is out here turning the most basic jail routine into a storyline like he's starring in a reality show. Jack keeps acting like what happened to him was some once-in-a-lifetime moment, when in reality, everything he's describing is just standard booking procedure that every single person goes through. But he keeps repeating it like he survived something historic, talking about that strip search like he's the first person on earth who ever had to deal with it. He's out here turning routine steps into a dramatic story just to make himself look like he went through something extreme. And the wild part is, he's acting shocked when the real issue isn't the intake process. It's the fact that he got arrested for illegal substances while blocking traffic in the middle of the street. That's the actual problem. The strip search isn't even top 5 on the list of things he should be worried about right now. But the way he tells it, you'd think that was the moment that changed his life forever. But here's when things get completely off the rails. Instead of going home and chilling for even 1 hour, this man walked straight into the bail bonds office and instantly started filming a gambling promo for stake, the same exact thing that helped get him arrested in the first place. He's literally standing outside the building he just signed paperwork in, promoting the thing that put him in cuffs. You couldn't write something this unreal if you tried, and he's doing all of this with a straight face while his friends hype him up like he just pulled off some major victory. They're cheering him on, recording him, laughing, celebrating like he just won a championship instead of walking out of jail with felony charges. It's wild how they're treating this mess.
Super Bowl.
Yo, we free, we in this.
Everybody
free. We going out. We're going right back out, baby. Same shit. I'm getting arrested again.
Like it's some badge of honor instead of a massive red flag. Then, because he can't help himself, Jack decides to switch his Twitter profile picture to his own mugshot like it's a brand logo now. He turned his arrest into an aesthetic, like it's something to flex online. It's honestly unbelievable how fast he turned a real legal issue into social media content. Like trouble is just part of his marketing strategy now. Jack is out here trying to turn his entire arrest into some kind of joke, acting like none of this is serious and like everything is just content for the internet. He's posting, laughing, making memes, and pretending he doesn't care, but when you're dealing with felony charges, that's the last thing you should be doing. Prosecutors eat that stuff up. They'll walk into court holding screenshots and tell the judge, "Your Honor, the defendant clearly shows no remorse," and that alone can make things way worse for him. And instead of calming down, he doubles down and takes it even further. He gets custom t-shirts printed with his mugshot on them, not only for himself, but for his whole crew too. They're all walking around wearing shirts with Jack's face, the TMZ-style layout, the whole thing like it's some kind of victory parade. It's wild because anyone who actually knows him knows Jack isn't built for any of that tough persona he tries to push online. He pays for security to stand around and protect him while he talks big in the background like he's untouchable. Even the people calling him out can see right through it. And just when you think he might slow down after all that noise, he keeps proving he learned absolutely nothing from getting arrested in the first place. While he's inside a nightclub, while he's live streaming, and while he's still out on bond for felony drug charges, he starts talking about Adderall, the exact controlled substance tied to his arrest. He goes on about how it's the greatest thing in the world and claims it made him a millionaire at 15, basically promoting something he shouldn't even be mentioning in public at this point. It's unbelievable behavior when he's supposed to be keeping things clean until court. Then he drops this line on stream, "I haven't slept in days. I got," like it's something to brag about. But it's not a brag. It's not even close. That's not some flex. That's a sign of dangerous overuse. And the exact thing his ex-girlfriend tried to warn people about when she spoke on what she saw behind the scenes. Jack keeps treating this whole situation like it's entertainment, but the way he's talking online is exactly the type of thing that can come back and crush him in court. McKinley literally warned everyone that Jack was tearing through his prescription too fast, barely eating, and acting unpredictable. And now here he is, less than 24 hours out of jail, admitting on livestream that he hasn't slept in days. That is the last thing he should be saying while he's facing felony possession charges. Any lawyer would tell him to stay quiet, but Jack keeps treating his own situation like it's a comedy show instead of something that could seriously affect his future. And what makes it worse is the people around him. His friends aren't trying to slow him down or talk sense into him, they're actually hyping him up. Nobody is telling him to log off, stop talking, or at least stop giving prosecutors more material to use against him. One of his own friends even says on stream that Jack was for sure addicted when he was younger, and Jack just laughs like it's nothing. This man is literally facing felony charges, and he's casually joking about addiction on a live stream while out on bond. Instead of stepping back and thinking, hey, maybe I should chill, he just keeps spiraling and acting like none of this matters, and the internet has been absolutely tearing him apart for it. And honestly, it makes sense. People are pointing out that he's trying to act like he survived some long sentence when all he did was spend a single day in county jail. Others are calling out how he's already repeating the exact behavior that got him arrested, not even pretending to change anything. A ton of people are straight up confused at how someone can get arrested for a controlled substance and then immediately hop online bragging about how much they love that same substance. It's unbelievable to watch him dig his own hole deeper every time he opens his mouth on camera. Even the folks who don't like him are sitting there shocked at how reckless he's being. And the craziest part is how he keeps saying jail was the worst experience of his entire life and that he never wants to go back. But everything he's doing is pushing him straight toward another arrest. He's out here talking about drugs while on bond, getting into fights inside nightclubs, and doing gambling promos right after gambling connections got him in trouble in the first place. At this point, it looks like he's breaking every single condition of his release without even realizing it, or maybe he just doesn't care. Watching Jack right now feels exactly like watching someone touch a hot stove, yell about how painful it was, and then immediately slap their hand back on it again. Except in his case, that stove is the Florida criminal justice system. And if he keeps pushing it, the next burn is going to hit way harder. And the moment that really exposed everything was when he walked out of the bail bonds office and someone asked him how he felt. Instead of saying something like, "I'm grateful" or "I need to chill," he said, "We lit, man, we lit." Not a hint of reflection, not even a drop of humility. That one line shows exactly where his head is at. He doesn't see any of this as serious. To him, it's just more content, another storyline, another episode in the show he thinks he's starring in. But the real world doesn't play by live stream rules. Real consequences don't disappear just because he turns off his phone. And Jack seems completely unaware of how dangerous this attitude is while he's out on bond. The truth he keeps ignoring is brutally simple. He's facing up to 7 years if the court decides he needs to be taught a lesson. That third-degree felony tied to amphetamines is nothing to laugh about. And everything he's doing right now, every club appearance, every stream, every wild comment, every brag, all of that becomes evidence the moment prosecutors press download. And trust, the judge who decides his future is absolutely going to see every bit of it. So picture the scene when he walks into court, the clips of him hyping up drugs, wearing his own mugshot on shirts, bragging about sleepless nights, getting into fights at clubs, treating the whole thing like a joke. What do you think the judge is going to say? You think they're going to pat him on the back and say, "Try again"? No way! They're going to see exactly what everyone online has been seeing. Someone acting entitled, reckless, and out of touch with reality. And honestly, you'd think Jack would look at situations like the Vitali case or the whole Johnny Somali disaster and decide to chill. Those cases showed everyone how fast things can turn serious when someone keeps playing around with the legal system. But instead, Jack seems to be following the exact same pattern, like he didn't learn anything from watching others crash out. It's wild to see him walk straight down the same road with full confidence. So now he's standing at a crossroads. Either he keeps moving the way he's moving and ends up back behind bars, probably for way longer this time, or he gets extremely lucky, catches probation, and walks away without learning a single lesson. And if that happens, he'll probably end up right back where he started anyway because he refuses to slow down. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen to Jack Doherty. Do you think he'll change, or is he heading straight back into trouble? Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.